You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White sports supporters. Well, I saw this and found it rather amusing, and then I watched the clip and I really found it amusing. Looks like we weren't the only ones. I'm talking about me and everybody that watches this channel and subscribed. Make sure you're still subscribed, by the way. Raised some questions about the situation that when Angel Reese was announced, she was coming back to Unrivaled. By the way, she would play tomorrow night. Oh, Angel Reese is coming back. My goodness. And so Candace Parker and Aaliyah Boston have a podcast together. All right. Now, Candace has had the AR5 fans after her in the past. Some of them are mad at her already again for this. I mean, it's like nobody can raise questions about anything because a lot of people are doing the whole, there were all these trades and the Rose didn't get anybody back. And then it was like, ta-da, Angel Reese is returning. Up which time, when I made that video, I was thinking, isn't there a developmental pool that you're supposed to, grab players out of? What's going on? Candace brings it up. When did Unrivaled trades become a deal? So there was some questions, and I guess Candace Parker's not allowed to bring it up. She's got a women's basketball podcast, but can't bring up the goings-on in women's basketball. I find that rather interesting. And I'm talking about the fact that people are doing the why you bringing up Angel shit. Well, I mean, again, women's basketball podcast, and something happened that's not CBA related. Christ. Perhaps the most notable, heading into Unrivaled second season, there was a lot of chatter about many big names that weren't competing. Basically, no big names. Stop it with the Paige Becker stuff. Perhaps the most notable were Caitlin Clark and A'ja Wilson, who were among the two best and most popular players in the world right now. However, given that Clark and Wilson didn't compete in Unrivaled last year, their decision to not play this year didn't come as a huge surprise. The same can't be said for Angel Reese and Sabrina Ionescu. These two are among women's biggest basketball stars, and unlike Clark and Wilson, both competed in Unrival's first season. So them sitting out this time around raised eyebrows. So, we know there was a trade, right? While Reese coming to the league is great, is it? And look, Unrivaled's doing anything to get a pulse right now. Because as of right now, it's a dead-ass league. They're doing anything. While Reese coming to the league is great, it seemed to go against Unrivaled's existing player development pool, which is a group of pre-existing players who are supposed to become available in the case of an injury or a trade. Because Angel Reese wasn't a part of that. WNBA legend Candace Parker called attention to this during her February 18th episode of Post Moves with Aaliyah Boston. She goes on and talks about who all was traded here. And then she says the following.
But then, drum roll, please, which has already been announced. But, was that?
Oh,
you did
that was
drum.
me.
Okay,
Yes.
You did a drum roll.
You didn't like it?
I did. Thought it was great. Didn't really know quite what it was, but it sounded great. Then it was announced that Angel Reese is coming back to the Rose. She was the rebounding leader last year and Defensive Player of the Year from the inaugural season. And I do think that she's going to give the Rose a boost. But it begs the question of, what's the developmental pool?
Literally?
If you're just we're going to go outside, which I think it was a great pickup if you can do it. But it's just, the rules in place are a little questionable, how you trade something and don't get anything back.
And then you pull from outside.
So,
Hey.
If you can't beat them, join them. I'm with it. There's no rules. You can't break them.
Oh, damn. D-Zam. If there are no rules, you can't break them. And you can tell Aaliyah is yeah, this came across as shady to her too. Like what are we doing here? What are we doing? Hell, nobody knows what's going on in this league. I mean, seriously. Seriously. So you come down here, some Angels fans are already pissed. The crazy part of the conversation is I never heard Angel mention neither of the two during any of her podcasts. Who cares? However, it seems Angel is mentioned during their broadcast. That tells you what you need to know. That they're talking about women's basketball news? You retard? Right here. Yeah, it means Angel wasn't playing basketball and now she is genius. Kid Swift off the top rope with the bionic elbow, with the people's elbow. Oh, my boy CDS. You sound retarded. You should delete this. I mean, I get it. I don't get it. What are we doing? Using Angel for clicks yet again. God. I mean, honestly, I don't get it. The truth is the ratings are in the gutter without Reese. 0 Twitter engagement. So they changing the rules to let Reese in. I actually do, to a point, agree with that. All right. Do I think it's going to be a massive move in ratings or anything like that? No. I mean, I could see them gaining 10,000 viewers, maybe 12,000. Bring Caitlin Clark in that joker, you gain about 1.5 million real fast. But nonetheless, that's not what's going to happen here, right? So Candace Parker brings it up. Like, what's the rules? What she's really saying is, let me give it to you real, because that's what I do, right? She's saying this whole thing's is shady as hell. Like, what kind of rules do we have going on? Y'all just changing all kinds of rules or making it up as you go to make sure you can get Angel back in the league. That's what she just said is trying to be as politically correct as possible, but even at the end, she was like, bleep it. If there are no rules, you can't break them. Yeah, I mean, it seems very fishy, very suspicious. Like you got players on the, and in fact, I think I've got the, who's on the developmental, Haley Van Lith. Michaela Timpson is one of the players in the pool right now. She's sitting somewhere going, are you kidding me? By the way, she's one of the most athletic players I ever seen in the W. Honestly, she may be the most athletic player I've ever seen in the W. Michaela Timpson is an athlete. Serious. I hope Stephanie White doesn't freeze her out again this year. Unrivaled just froze her out. Tell me what you think. Unrivaled. Desperation mode for ratings. You can't say they hit the red button like they just hit like a yellow button. I mean, Angel's not going to really blow the ratings up, but there'd be a little bleep on the radar for a game or two, and then it'd be back to straight trash, homie. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.